Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how to do a flawless foundation routine using a drugstore foundation, so also kind of incorporating so you don't have any flashback in your photos. So this foundation routine I wanted to share with you, I've already did my eyes, so basically we're just going to be focusing on the face. And I already know that the eyes really are a big thing for the face, but nothing completes a routine until you have completed the full foundation routine, and then you kind of got that beat face that you've been looking for. But I want to share a foundation that I've been using, and I feel as though out of all the foundations that I've kind of used up to this point, because I'm sure there are going to be more foundations that come out for me to try, but up until this point, the Loreal Infallible True 24-hour fresh wear foundation, and I'm taking it in the color 505 Toffee, and it has just been one of those game-changing foundations for me. And this is actually my second bottle of this foundation. I purchased mine at Walmart, and the first bottle though I purchased on the Ulta website when it first came out. This foundation has just some really key components in it that I really like, and that kind of keeps me going back to using this foundation. Now I have not primed my skin yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and prime it. And guys, I am using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty primer, and I'm going to just put a little bit of that right here in my T-zone. I'm actually going to use two primers today for this flawless routine that I'm kind of sharing with you. This is supposed to be kind of like just blurring out those pores. I'm noticing that a little bit of the older I get, the more I can kind of see my pores, and probably so much so, especially in my T-zone. Now, my skin is combo oily, and it is something that I've kind of always dealt with, and I kind of concentrate that just right here. And guys, your T-zone is here all the way here, and then I kind of just bring it out a little bit, because this right here is where I see my pores, and a little bit on the tip of my nose. Now that Poreless Putty primer, really quickly, it is still sold out on the e.l.f. website, but my thing is try to locate it on places like I think I got mine on eBay. Yes, on the eBay website. I didn't pay too much more for it than what they were offering on the e.l.f. website. It's just been taking such a long time for them to restock the primer. But my thing is, I just went on eBay. I put a few on watch. I wasn't going to pay anything crazy over what it was being offered on the website, but I definitely put it on watch just so I could kind of see who was going to give the better deal for the putty primer. I'm also going to go in with the e.l.f. Lit From Within, and this is a matte primer. I've been liking this a lot, and it's really doesn't really have, you know, too much of a big smell, but I really just kind of use it right here just because I want to try to blur out those pores and just kind of mattify my skin down a little bit more, so I can kind of carry it throughout the day and not be so oily. Because a lot of the times my school day starts like I'm putting on makeup at 6 a.m. and so I may not have my eyes as heavy as what you can see right here, but I am putting on a little bit of foundation, and I don't want to be a grease monkey by the end of the day. So it's just important that I can blur out these pores, and that I find something that can mattify my skin down at least for 8 hours of the day. After that, I'm pretty much good. Before I begin, I'm going to go ahead and give my skin a little spray with the Wet n Wild 3-in-1 primer water, and I've been liking this. I have it in coconut, but I have to be honest, coconut was not really my most favorite smell out of the line. I do love the way it sprays out. I love the quality that it gives to the makeup. It just wasn't my favorite smell. So if you're not fond of fond of cucumbers, then I would say don't buy this particular smell. But I do think it does a great job of just kind of getting your skin ready for makeup and kind of giving you that spray after you complete the makeup process. So if you don't like cucumber, don't get that. Now, recently, yesterday, I purchased a coconut, so I'll let you guys know how that is once I kind of start using it. So I give my skin a good spray. I'm not gonna drench my skin, but I do give it a good spray. And I've already primed, so we've sprayed. Now guys, I'm gonna go in with the foundation. I use a brush to apply mine, and I put it on the very back of my hand. And guys, this is some claims about this foundation. They say that it's a breathable 24-hour foundation. I'm not wearing the foundation for 24 hours, but I do think the foundation gives off a really good coverage when it comes to just what it's offering. And the color is spot on for me. Because one thing I've learned a lot, especially since I've been doing my YouTube channel, is matching my foundation color kind of just by looking at it online. Sometimes it's very difficult to find your right color online, but I do think if you kind of study it a little bit, then I think you may be a little bit surprised by how close you get with your foundation. The best thing I would have to say is kind of know your skin's undertones, and that kind of helps you just kind of figure out what your signature color is. Once you figure out your skin's undertones, then I think you can, I'm grabbing a hair, I think you'll be fine once you figure that part out. And then you'll kind of start being a pro at it. Well, this foundation I go in with, it says medium to full coverage. There was a time ago where I did need a very full coverage foundation because I had such really bad acne scars, and I was covering, you know, really dark spots in my face, and it was just really, really bad. If you want to know more about my acne journey, you can read it on my blog. That's why I say my blog is like a storehouse of information for people that may be going through really, really bad acne or just need some answers. And but I did go see a dermatologist. It just wasn't going to go away on its own. And if you just feel like, you know, it's just not gonna do what it's supposed to do with just you by yourself, then I suggest go to see a dermatologist, because I did, and it saved my life. So now that I have a thin layer of this foundation on, which to me is kind of like I did a few pumps and then a couple more pumps, and this is the coverage that it gave me. And I'm gonna kind of share some steps with you. I'm so tongue-tied today. I'm gonna kind of share some steps with you to kind of give you that flawless kind of feel to your skin, that kind of look that you would like in pictures. Guys, I'm also gonna use L'Oreal Infallible's Full Wear Concealer. But one thing, I've used this before in a video, and I have to share, this is a very full coverage concealer. And I'm just gonna take it, I'm not gonna go all the way underneath my eye with it because it's super full coverage. And I'm just gonna take it right here, right there, here, and here. It does not take much. This is a very full coverage concealer. To me, you have to work very quickly. I'm gonna take my blender here. This is by Eco Tools. You have to work very quickly to get this moving. I find that this tends to dry down very quickly on me. Don't worry about the corners, because I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush and get all of that situated. But I went on ahead to use this. There are other concealers I could have pulled from. I have one from Makeup Revolution. There's one I have by L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. But this one, I wanted that really flawless picture quality face. So I chose the Full Wear Concealer. So I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and I'm gonna kind of touch in these corners right here, and just so everything is kind of seamless. Guys, I've talked about this brush so much. This brush is probably, I think, $3. e.l.f. website, Walmart, Target, any of those places, Ulta, you can find this brush. It gets into these little hard to reach places that I don't want to continue to kind of dig, but it kind of just smooths out those areas that I need to be smoothed out. And this brush does a great job of doing that. Now, the way I'm gonna start cream contouring, so before I start that though, I'm gonna go all over my face. Now remember, we're doing a very flawless routine. So I'm gonna go all over my face with the NYX HD finishing powder in the color Banana. And I really like this powder just to kind of give me that all over kind of sealing in my foundation and just kind of making sure everything's super matte. I am gonna set my under eye area, but I wanted to go ahead and do this first before I did that. And I wanted to do this before I started doing any cream contouring. I just find that this HD powder by NYX is really nice. It's very smoothing and it's just a really good base over that foundation. So let me go ahead and kind of set the under eye area. Guys, I'm going in with the COLLAB Set the Stage translucent powder. It's the kind with the black top. Always I'm going to insert photos for you guys to see which products I'm using. This COLLAB powder has kind of grown on me, and I've used several translucent powders, but this one I just like a lot, especially if I'm going to be doing some blog photos and stuff like that. So I'm going to go underneath my eye area here, and I'm just going to press that in really well. One thing I've learned about making this makeup kind of just really last is not making too many facial expressions when I'm trying to set the under eye area, because I don't want it to crease. So that's one thing. And pressing it in, you want to kind of go ahead and get it all pressed in, and this kind of creates that area without crease. So before I go down here along the jawline, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me in the color Coconut, and the number is 355. Guys, I've always done a cream contour and then I go over it with the powder. And yes, I go over it after I've done this. I just find that it does a better job with making everything kind of last. You can't really see anything over there, so I don't really do anything on that underneath that hair, because that hair is always down. So I'm going in with my Eco Tools brush, and guys, this is one of the brushes that I mentioned in my recent blog post about 8 of the hardest working brushes I have in my makeup brushes on the counter, and these brushes are the ones I continue to reach for constantly, and I just probably beat them up so badly, but they've done such a great job, and I wanted to share them with you, and they're all linked there on my blog, and I will definitely link them here down below in the description box. So I try not to rub the contour away, you know, I try to go up a little bit with the contouring. This one I just kind of go along my jawline. And guys, I will go over this with my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, which is my favorite, and I'm taking it in the color Deep. It's so gorgeous. Smells amazing. It is one of my most highly recommended bronzers. I'm gonna touch this up here. And then we're gonna go back in and kind of chisel out that contour. Remember, you take a little time for these steps so that you get that flawless beat face that you want. So since we've kind of went in with the Physicians Formula, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my brush. to dust away the rest of the setting powder that I used. And what I've learned about doing this kind of process, that once I use a big fluffy brush like this, I'm gonna constantly be blending, brushing, and doing a lot of work in my face to make sure that the makeup is very flawless and make sure that people can't see any creases or any fine lines that are settling or anything like that, just so that it looks more flawless and that is very picture quality worthy. So far, I'm actually just loving the outcome of this. So guys, before I even just kind of continue to finish out this look, I'm gonna even go in with a little bit more of my COLLAB. I have a little bit here on the brush. Tap off the excess. The lashes that I'm wearing in this video are the Ardell Wispies, and I think I probably got these out of Target, if not during my grocery shopping trip at HEB. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little blush on. I'm using the Wet n Wild Mellow Wine, and I love this blush because it's kind of on the same lines as not too pink but not too red. It's just a really, it has a brown undertone to it, in my opinion. Very pretty. Then as far as highlighter, I'm gonna go in with two highlighters that I feel as though kind of give you that really, the glow kind of starts from within and comes out. I'm gonna use the Loreal True Match LUMI, and this is in the color Golden, and I just put it right here on my cheeks. You have to be kind of careful with this because this stuff can be very strong. Okay, I'm gonna take my Eco Tools brush. And then I'm gonna go in over that with the Physicians formula, their butter highlighter, and I'm taking it in the color Champagne. Okay guys, I'm actually just gonna go in with a little bit of, just a little bit of pink on my lips. I'm not doing anything dramatic. No, not really a lot of color today. And the pink that I'm gonna use is by NYX, and it's in the color Meringue, and I'm just gonna kind of tap this on just a little bit. This is a pinky pink. So you don't need a whole lot. And then I'm gonna go over with my Essence Shine 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 gloss because I love that wet look. Okay, so I'm gonna give myself one last spray with the 3-in-1 Wet n Wild. And guys, this is a trick that I do just to make sure that my highlighter is like really kind of doing what it's supposed to do. When my face is still a little damp, I go over it again with my brush. And guys, that will complete my look for today. I am very, very happy that I got to share this routine with you, this flawless finish foundation routine using drugstore foundations and trying to create a look that has no flashback And I definitely think you should give the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Foundation an opportunity. I have fell in love with that foundation, especially if I'm repurchasing it. I definitely think it's worth your money. It's less than $15. Sometimes if you have a coupon, if you're at Kroger, or even Ulta has a $3.50 coupon, you can use it towards the foundation online. I have not seen the foundation inside of Ulta. I've only seen it in my local drugstores such as CVS, Walgreens, my grocery stores, Kroger, HEB. Places like that have been carrying the foundation. And I know Kroger's has a couple of coupons that you can use towards the foundation. But all of the products that I use in this video will be listed down in the description box. And if you guys have not subscribed to Delightfully Styled, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you'll be a part of these videos and what's going on with my family. If you are not a blog subscriber over at Delightfully Styled, run over there and subscribe. And also, guys, something big coming soon to Vault 28. So we have ordered new inventory and we are super excited. I think you're going to love some of the pieces that are coming. I'm super excited, especially because I get to show them to you and show you how I'm going to style those pieces. But until my next video, I'm always here. I'm always glad to be a part of this. If you have any questions, leave the questions down below and I'll definitely get back to you and answer your questions. Let me know also what you guys would like to see in my up and coming videos. That's very helpful for me so I can give you that content that you need. Until my next video, I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.